Now, price was bullish all the way from this place. Price has been bullish for so long, and it got to a certain point at this place and then gave us a market structure shift. Now, there's a problem here. We don't know how far this market structure shift is going to go. Me, before a newbie is going to say, this is going to stop around here, or it's going to take out this liquidity to continue, or it just wants to sweep some liquidity and continue. And here is a major problem. You can't tell how far this is going to go, this market structure shift is going to go. But if you are able to know, or if you're able to predetermine, if you're able to tell that this market structure shift is going to lead to a real trend change, this is the amount of wins you would have made. Because all you need to do is to start taking setup. You take this one setup, take this one setup, take this one setup, take this one setup. Now imagine if you were not able to predict this change, this long-term trend change. This is the amount of losses you're going to make. Because probably you're going to say, price want to sweep this liquidity to continue. You're going to take the first trade. Now in this place, you're going to say, okay, price want to sweep this liquidity and it's definitely going to come to this place. You're going to take the second loss at this point. Now, what you're going to see here, you say, okay, price is overall bullish. Now we have double break of structure and a liquidity. You're going to take this trade, and this trade is going to give you this trade is later going to come and stop you out. You're going to see this one, you're going to see a break of structure, liquidity. You're going to take this one trade, price is going to stop you out. And also, same thing happened to this place. You're going to see this one, and price is going to stop you out. So this is the amount of losses you can make if you are not able to determine this trend switch. Because this thing happens sudden. You see price switch trend. It has been bullish for long. You now see it is switch trend and started going bearish for a very long time. This is the amount of, once again, this is the amount of wins you would have made if you were able to predict this thing. Now in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to determine if a change of character or a market structure shift is going to lead to a long-term trend switch. And if you're able to predict this, and not only that, you're going to avoid excess losses, you're going to be able to take very nice setup. And this is all what this video is all about. So if this is something that you're interested in, please go ahead and hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. It actually will take me time to come up with this and also to make the video. So please support the channel by hitting that like button and also subscribe to the channel if that's something you are interested in. Alright, let's get into the video. Now let's imagine that I came up to the chart and I saw this market structure shift. Now my former self will be like, this market structure shift, nothing so much, it's going to retrace to some certain point and continue to the upside. This is not the first time we had the market structure shift. We had something here, we also had something at this point, so it's not going to be long. That's what my previous self will do. But now, based on what I've known, if I see something like this, whenever I see a market structure shift like this, what I go to do is I go to a time frame upper. I'm going to give you guys a time frame alignment in a bit, but I go to I step up the time frame and see how this structure is on the higher time frame. And this is the 15 minutes time frame. I usually use the 4-hour time frame. I usually pair the 4-hour time frame with the 15 minutes. Now this is where this market structure shifts occur, right? So I want to see something. I want to see where is this thing occurring in. Now I want to see if this thing is occurring in a higher time frame POI that is aligned with liquidity, then I can look to I can expect price to take out the low or the other side of the range. I will explain this thing. And let's say we had something like this. What do we have here? We have break of structure, which is our structure. You guys know what we trade: structure, liquidity, and POI. We have our break of structure. Next, we have our liquidity. Okay, let's use something like this. And now our POI. Now, if this, what I'm going to do when I see this change of character on a lower time frame like the 15 minutes time frame, I'll step up to the higher time frame like the 4-hour time frame to see if this thing is occurring in a key level like this. Once whenever this thing is occurring in a key level like this, just know that the next place price is going to target is this low. So you have indirectly predicted that long-term strength switch, because when you go to the lower time frame now, this move from this place to this place is going to be huge. It's going to be long. And don't worry, you're going to see all this thing in a bit now. So what do we have here? I saw the market still shift in the lower time frame. Now what do? I step up to the higher time frame and see, is this something like this? Okay, let's just call it this pattern. Is it occurring such that this is in this the POI? This is occurring in the POI. If it's occurring around this place, I'm not going to be scared. VSA is occurring around this place, I'm not going to be scared. But once it's occurring on the POI, then I become skeptical and know that price is rushing to this place. That price is likely going to keep being bearish till it take out this low, or it just trade to 50%. Mind you, this small move of in price is going to be huge on the lower time frame. It's going to be huge on the lower time frame. And let me show you an example. Now, after we got that market still shift on this place, what did I told you guys? I saw this thing and it was like a normal something for me. It is always occurring, but it doesn't used to go down. But when I saw these things, I had to step up to a higher time frame to see how far this change of character or market still shift is going to go. So what did I did? I step up to the higher time frame and look at what I noticed. I noticed that this is reacting off of a higher time frame POI, and not just any POI. It's a POI that contains structure, liquidity, and POI. Yes, structure and liquidity. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, notice what we have here. We have the same thing that I taught you guys. We have one, a liquidity sweep. Then we have a break of structure at this low. Now, price created all this liquidity and break the second structure. Exactly what I showed you guys here. Now, when price retraces to this other block at this point, this is how this other block is. It is something like, I think, yeah, this is how the other block is. It's something like this. So when price retraces to this other block at this point, I knew that the next place price is targeting is this low. So I started anticipating that that structure shift is going to be so deep. It's not going to be that basic structure shift you're seeing. So I've already noticed something. I've anticipated a huge potential move of price in the opposite direction. Price has always been bullish all the while, but I've anticipated a huge move up in price in the opposite direction. I'm expecting price to take out this low. So now I'm back to the 15 minutes time frame now. I now know that this thing is occurring on this key level. I now know that this is not just an ordinary market structure shift that is going to retrace small. That this is a market structure shift that will potentially trade low, all the way low to this point to take out this liquidity. So I was prepared for it. Now, this first trade I didn't take it. I want to see price in trend. I'm giving you guys rules. For those of you that stick to this point of the video, you are lucky. Now, this first this first structure that occurred here after this one, this first break of structure, I didn't actually take this trade. I just monitored it. It is risky. I didn't take it. So now, after price now give me the next leg, and I say yes, price is actually respecting this thing to trade to that liquidity. So what do I start doing? I started taking my setup. I took the next one. All these things posted in my free Telegram channel. Always go back to my free Telegram channel. They are posting free setups there, and also teachings, challenges. So you don't want to be there. That's a place that you don't want to miss. So you go and check it out. So after I see it, I took the next setup at this point. And this is a breaker block setup. The next setup I see here, I took it and I wasn't skeptical. Notice how I extended my take profit all the way down to this point. I even wanted to extend it at this point, but it has already given me a fixed risk reward. So that's the reason why I do it. But even if you extend it to this place, it will still work. So why was I confident with this thing? Regardless of the fact that the price has been bullish, why was I confident with this thing? It's because of I was able to determine that this thing is reacting off of a higher time frame key level, and not just any key level. When I mean key level, I mean a key level that have structure, that follows structure, and also liquidity. So once again, let me try to summarize all these things. Now, price has been bullish. All from this place to this place, it has been bullish. Now notice something. Price has been giving us market share shift, market share shift, market share shift, market share shift, but some of them they don't really lead to a long-term trend switch. Now, when price give us this market share shift, or when price give us any of this market share shift, what I usually do is I want to see if this market share shift I want to see how far this market structure shift will go. That's always what I want to see. How far? I want to know that is it a short-term market structure shift and might retrace to this key level to continue to the outside, or is it price? Is it an early signal for a potential long-term reversal? So what do I do after I see this market structure shifts? I will go back to the higher time frame and I'm looking to see if this is reacting off of a POI that have structure and liquidity. What do I mean by that? I want to see something like this. I don't know how to draw this, but let's say I want to see something like this. So what do I have here? We have a break of structure, liquidity at this point, and this POI. So since this thing is reacting off of this POI on the higher time frame, remember whenever you see something like this, a break of structure, a liquidity at this point, and a POI, you are expecting, most of us actually trade this thing and we are expecting price to, this is how our entry usually be. So this is something we are used to. This is how our entry usually be and we are looking to take out this low, right? So when we see something like this, we are expecting this thing to be this thing, to take out this low normally. So this, we have already, when we see something reacting off of this POI, we have already predicted this potential long-term move, and this is going to be huge. This move is going to be huge. So I hope you guys understand it. I've tried all my best to try to explain it, but if you guys don't understand it, just let me know in the comment section. I'm going to make a longer video explaining it. But this is key. Like this is key in your trading, right? This is something that has really helped me because sometimes all throughout this place I'll be following, I'll be buying. But now when I see this trigger shift, I might be like, no, this is a normal thing that has been occurring here. But I will not know. And I'll keep on losing money, keep on looking for long trade. And all my long trade will keep squeezing me until I finally blow. Before I will even find out price has actually shifted structure. And price is example, what happened to BTC? What happened on BTC? But before I will even notice something like this have occurred, it's already late. I've lost so much account. And even when I finally notice it, it might be when price is now continue back to the upside. So this is how to predict it. When you see a market structure shift, just okay. When you see any market structure shift in this place, you want to go back to the specified time frame I'm going to give you guys in a bit and see if you're getting your structure, liquidity, and POI. If it's reacting off of a POI that has structure, liquidity, that have a structure and liquidity. What do I mean by that? It can have, you see what it have a break of structure, a valid break of structure. Then it have a liquidity close to it. That's basically it. This thing can occur in any way. It can be something like this. Anyhow, what you know, what you need to, the most important thing is that you have a break of structure, then a liquidity, and the direction of that POI close to that liquidity. And that's how you can determine this. And now, for the time frame you use it, because this is actually two time frame. This is a small time frame, this is a higher time frame. Take note of this time frame alignment. Follow this time frame alignment. This is the best one that works, and it gives you a systematic approach to trading. Now, take note, if this you see this market structure shift on the daily time frame, step up to the monthly time frame to see this something like this. If you see this market structure shift occur on the weekly time, on the 4-hour time frame, step up to the weekly time frame to see this structure. If you see this this market structure shift occurring on the 1-hour time frame, step up to the daily time frame to see this structure occurring. If you see this thing occurring on the 15 minutes time frame, step up to the 4 hours time frame to see this thing occurring. If you see this thing occurring on the 5 minutes time frame, step up to the 1 hour time frame to see this structure occurring. If you see this thing on the 1 minute time frame, step up to the 15 minutes time, step up to the 15 minutes time frame to see this structure occurring. If you see this occurring on the 15 seconds time frame, step up to the 5 minutes time frame to see this thing occurring. So basically, this time frame alignment I give you is a way to follow. Okay, systematic time frame to follow. Let's say you have been trading the 5 minutes Okay, let's say this whole thing was a 1 hour time frame and you'll be trading, 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 and you now saw this market still shift. So what you need to do is to step up to the daily time frame to see if there's something like this, something like a break of structure, liquidity, and POI. Because of if there's something like this, just know that price is going to react and take out this low. And this market shift is not an ordinary market shift. It's a market shift or a change of character that is going to lead to a long-term trend switch, and this is the draw on liquidity. So guys, I hope you guys understand this video. I hope you guys like it. As always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment your question. If it's something that I can answer, I will answer. If it's something that needs a dedicated video for, I'll always do it. Right, and also you guys to know we have a Telegram channel where we are posting huge risk to reward setups and also more educational content there. Click the link in the description to join. And as always, we are still on the challenge. If you guys don't know, the way I mentor my students is we all come up with a goal. So the goal I set was everybody get a 5K account, and we're going to use that 5K to scale up to 200K in profit capital for each badge, mentorship badge. And this is what we have been doing. Most of them we have not really been able to hit that threshold. Like recently, the last one we did, which was I think that was early January, we bought the first 5K. That was early January. We bought the first 5K. We passed it. We used the money. We made 3% from the 5K. We used the money from the 5K to buy the profit from the 5K to buy a 25K, made 2% from the 25K, use it to scale up to 100K. From that 100K, that's how we expected to scale it. We stopped trading at 100K. That's where we stopped before the whole batch started, before the mentorship batch closed. So this is what we are doing, right? So we are using the profit to scale up. We set up a goal at hand. So basically, the way I teach you guys, I'm going to buy the same profit. I'm going to buy that same 5K with you guys. We're going to trade it, try to pass it. When we pass it, and then we'll use the profit to scale up. If you pass the first 5K, all we need is just a 3% to scale up to the 25K. Then we pass the 25K, all we need is just a 2% to get to 100K. And from 100K is very easy to go to 200K. So that's how I do it, and that's how we trade. Right. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys around.